So, hi everyone. Just to briefly introduce myself, I'm Millen Salbibia. I'm currently a third year interior design student from La Consolacion College, Bacolod City, Negros Occidental. And I will be your AYDA TV correspondent for today. So, we all know that this morning we are joined with some of our AYDA 2021 finalists. So, may we hear a short introduction from our finalist, Michael Pio Dianzon.
Oh, uh, I'm my friends call me Pio. I'm from UP Diliman. Uh, fourth year standing. Uh, wow, I was not prepared for this interview at all.
This is just a brief interview. Parang chit-chat lang to. So, is this your first time joining a competition nationwide?
Oh yeah, it was my first time joining a design competition at all. Like I never even thought about it. Like actually, the reason why we got into this was our teachers, our professors. They were thinking you should all submit to AYDA. I was like, all right, cool. And then it ended up like only a few of us got to submit, and then everyone else was still working on their conceptualization. So it was a really big leap for me to do it that fast.
Wow. So, tell us what are the most important skill or traits to have based on what you have learned in this AYDA experience as a first timer.
Oh well, it's definitely, how do you say this? If I learned anything from the panelists and the judges, it would be the technology. Like it's you have to show and you have to completely understand what kind of design you're trying to make. So yeah, that's pretty much the biggest takeaway from what I learned so far.
Oh wow. So, was there any challenges that you have experienced during those times, and what have you done to overcome it?
Oh well, challenges. Well, I couldn't really say overcome it because it was like it was comments, so we had to. It was really a fun experience because I got to learn at least. So at least now I know what to do in the future, what I can do to present my plates better, and how I can translate my designs so that people can understand what I'm actually trying to do. Because technology grows with architecture, so you really need to know so much about it, and you really have to explain it properly. Yeah.
So, during those design process, meron ka bang may parang nagkaroon ng barrier na na-stuck ka doon?
Oh yeah, definitely. Because my plate was about creating a zero energy hub, so it's called Zero Hub. And I was researching how I create the designs and how I try to maximize the use of gathering the solar energy and stuff like that. So I ended up making a lot of variations and orientations for the design, but it ended up somewhat very realistic in a sense. Like and I was really proud of it when I actually got to make the design look realistic, because that's what we're trying to achieve, not something very I guess it's just my style in the very least. So yeah, there were definitely a lot of challenges, but yeah.
So, if I were to ask you, what was the main highlight or yung best part ng AYDA experience mo?
Oh, I actually really enjoyed the mentorship. Yeah, it was a very, how do you say this? It was a breath of fresh air. And they were so friendly. The mentors, they were teaching us so much about presenting and how to explain ourselves better, and I really appreciated it from the AYDA experience. I mean, aside from creating the design, that was probably one of my favorites.
What would be your biggest takeaway dun sa mentorship?
It's getting in touch with yourself and the design, because the AYDA plate, it's based on empathy, and I thought I built this for this specific reason, but I realized like, oh wow, yeah, I also have some, how do you call this, small connection towards this particular thing. So I was really pretty happy na, what do you call this, I got to connect.
Wow, that's good to hear. So, after going through this AYDA experience, what would you tell to your younger self before entering this competition? From what would be your advice to your younger self?
Oh my god, I have I have no idea. Honestly, I was really shocked. I didn't even expect I would be here. The call from the call for it, I almost said bad words. I was like, what? You're not tricking me. I told the MQ, is it a scam? And then yeah, but I guess if I'm gonna say anything, it would be prepared to expect the best. Because like I really didn't expect I would enter to get in, because for one thing, like it was kind of rushed, you know, like I kind of finished the whole plate from starting the model. It took like 2 weeks all the way to boards. It just took me that short amount of time, and I only got to consult with my professor for like a very few consultations. So yeah, it was I guess, yeah, just expect for the best, I guess, whatever happens.
So, yeah, parang natatak yung sinabi mong 2 weeks lang, and then you have come up with a lot of parang may progress na. So, we all know that we all have priorities and responsibilities. So, as a student designer, what advice would you give when it comes to time management based from your AYDA experience?
Okay, because I have to admit, I have one of the weirdest, how do you say this, time management, because I don't know how people do it. I'm not a procrastinator at all. When my professors tell me, oh, you have to submit by next week, before Saturday I have to be done, because weekends are for me, something like that. So I try to get stuff done. What I do is I divide my time. So in the morning, if I wanna have me time, I'll spend like an hour playing rap, and then after that, I'm gonna work until dinner. So that's like 6 hours straight work, no getting off the chair. And then by dinner time, I close everything. So you still need time for yourself, for your family and friends, but never forget responsibility. That's one thing I wanted to share to my peers.
Wisdom yun. So, I think that would be all. Thank you so much for your time, and it was such a pleasure to learn based from your experience. And even as a first-timer, madami ka talagang mga realization and reflection, and I can pretty much say that for future student designers who will also participate in this competition, they will really have those takeaways from you and learn from it. So thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.